Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
This episode of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. It's the most important way to support the Mike O'Mara Show, especially during the holidays. The next time you need to buy any gift for that person you love, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon button on our website. Then shop like you normally would. It's that simple, and happy holidays from the Mike O'Mara Show and everybody at Amazon.com.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
So I'm thinking that I cheaped you out. I got books for you, Rob, and books for you, Oscar.
I love books.
It's just not. So there very well might be a Tuesday show where I come into the studio and show you on the camera things that I got over the weekend.
Oh,
wow.
That'll be nice. Can you wear a Santa hat when you do it?
I will try.
I plan on wearing a Santa hat for the Tuesday show. If I bring one for you, Oscar,
yes,
will you wear it?
Yeah, of course.
Why not? Pony?
Let me tell you how I know I'm in the spirit. I was in the drugstore buying digestive aids, probiotics to chew on, which helped my system.
Now,
and
you see,
by the
up till
way,
now, I thought digestive aids was a disease.
No, stop it, Rob. Please.
No?
Too soon.
You're right. Especially this
you,
time of year.
I will tell you this, that I look today.
Yes.
My God. Today, I don't want to go into great gory detail. I really don't. But, boy, I didn't even want to flush. I really didn't want. I just looked and admired and just said thank you, and life is good, and wow, and the good, and the Jerry, and the wonderful.
If you just, Mike, if you looked down and squinted, was it almost like being at a log flume at an amusement park?
Not that great, but pretty damn close.
There weren't kids riding in it?
You know what? It was something that was very. I felt like Timbertina ought to come out and visit me and say, hey, I want to cut into that.
Timbertina.
Yeah. And then, of course, Mike, you know how the show ends. Everybody's happy with Timbertina.
And last night, I was still feeling good, and it's just amazing to feel good again for the first time in a long time. And I went out and went to the drugstore, and in the drugstore, bought my son a stuffed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh,
that's how
classic, like the classic holiday. Rudolph.
And you know why he's a little man?
Why?
He's a little man because stuffed animals last about 11 seconds with him.
Yeah.
Then
what?
He'll grab it, he gets the hug, puts it down, maybe picks it up, hands it to me, puts it down again, and then it's back to the golf club.
Back to the wrecking ball.
Wow. Then he's going
back to the wrecking ball, yes, the metal real golf club that he can cause the most damage with.
Looks like I did great as a Christmas gift this year then. So.
Well, that's good. I'm excited. Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is the holidays, and it's time for another fabulous holiday recipe from our friends at that big food corporation.
And before you start, can I ask one question? Matt, how much did you drink before you wrote this one? Because this is the weirdest thing you've ever written.
All of it.
He drank all of it. All right,
very good. It's the holiday jam. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll start again.
Please.
Can you start the music
I can.
again? I hate it when I get very anal retentive about the whole thing.
Okay, are you ready? In 3?
Yes.
2. Are you ready? 3.
Ah!
No. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wrong button.
Oh, you son of a bitch. We're doubling up on this. Well, hello there we are. Hello there we are.
Today's a really good one, though.
Doppel production.
Yeah.
Hi there. The Christmas shopping days are clicking off. Only 6 days left. So you better hurry.
He is slammered.
Clicking off doesn't even make sense.
I think he's addicted to coke. I think he's got a deviated septum.
No, I don't think it's cocaine. You know what I think it is? I think it's codeine. I think he's on some narcotic.
Hi there. My symptom doesn't exist anymore. Hello. Hello there.
Enough tomfoolery, Mike. Are you
ready?
ready?
I'm ready.
Please.
I'm ready.
I wish you'd stop fooling around.
Ready.
3,
here we go.
2.
All right.
1.
Is the holiday jam ruining your clam? Perhaps the Christmas fever is depressing your beaver. Jesus Christ, Pony. What the hell did you write?
It's a long night.
Well then, how about the holiday treat that you can eat with your feet?
Oh.
Were you dropping acid last night? I'm curious about this.
No. My neighbors helped me write this one.
Oh, yeah, they did. Buck naked.
And then they all had sex.
Yeah.
Well then, how about the holiday treat that you can eat with your feet? It's time for Rob Spiewak's Mysterious Fish Toe Donuts. Oh, gross.
Stay with it, Mike.
Warning, may contain donuts. Start by procuring a hamster-stuffed horse spleen from your favorite used horse ranch and leave it out in the sun for at least 8 hours. The greener, the better. Have your mail carrier ship the spleen to an undisclosed location and wait for it to return a few days later. Don't bother trying to figure out where it's been. That will only confuse you. Once you adequately console the spleen, it's time to make your dough. Unceremoniously toss the little burden into a blender with a pound of pea flour, 4 platypus eggs, and a half jar of Tang. Tang! Astronauts drink it. Fill a discarded basketball with your newly homemade nut dough and throw it at a neighbor's house until they come outside. Promptly apologize for the incident and leave them without any real resolution. Later that evening, go back to your neighbor's house and offer them a nice bottle of wine as an apology for earlier. As they reach out to take it, drop it on the ground and blame the whole thing on them.
Nah.
This is a recipe.
Now back to work. Have your wife emasculate the dough out of the ball and inspect it for chiggers. As far as we're concerned, the more the better. Discard the basketball in a certified sports dumpster and knead the dough with your heels until your family loses all respect for you. Add a dash of McCormick brand marijuana seasoning from the cereal bowl on top of your refrigerator and divide the dough into inequivalent lumps and press them against your chest. Would that be unequivalent? I don't know. I'm not even going to try. He was loaded.
Ever forward.
He was S-housed. Anyway, for the filling, mix the following in a Chinese Easter basket. Green cheddar, emotional carrots, rat droppings, pumpkin nuggets, horse bacon, self-aware radishes, German purity, roach butter, chicken teats, Elvis hair, underdeveloped yams, ticklish radishes, a peck of pickled peppers, a pack of pepper pickles, 25 pounds of Dick Queasy's unrefrigerated fish toes, and, of course, a bag of Kraft Baby marshmallows. How about that on one take, Pony?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Tony.
It was good until you said Tony.
Jam. Dink each donut with a 45 RPM record adapter and fill each one using a second-hand neti pot. Wrap each donut in a urine-soaked Fallout Boy poster and cook over a warm jukebox. He's having a little love for Rob. Can you tell that during this?
He was trying to work on his bonus.
Very close to stopping by the house.
And cook over a warm jukebox. When it smells like ocean farts, you'll know they're done. Serve to friends and family when they've overstayed their welcome, and then hire a good lawyer. Another holiday favorite from Kraft. Thank you.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
I'm sorry if I've been a little short with everyone lately. I've been waiting for this bonus. To make sure the pool goes in as soon as the ground thaws, I had to lay out the money in advance. And until this little miracle arrived, I didn't have enough in my account to cover the check I wrote.
What is it?
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, God.
Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
I'm sorry, Clark. But
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it! If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood
sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Live from the Cappy Pfeiffer Studios and heard worldwide, this is the Mike O'Mara Show in what we traditionally refer to as the week before Christmas.
That's a tradition.
We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 26 million downloads heard daily at MikeO'MaraShow.com and exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ in the heart of the heartland. Go on!
Mike, he's what we traditionally call number 98. He's a junior from Bridgeport, West Virginia, Connor Cornbrath.
Oh, yeah, Connor Cornbrath. You know what he likes? The corn blank. Oh, yeah. He gets there all the time.
Oh, my. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast and radio show with the greatest listeners on the planet. Why?
Why?
Because they get it. Our show today brought to you by Encore Insurance Services. You know it. I know it. The time to buy insurance is year-round, but right now is a special time.
Great
because,
time.
You never know, right? And you want your family to be prepared. Don't worry. Encore Insurance is there to help. Encore surveys the most highly rated companies in the insurance industry. They will compare all the premiums. You're not going to have to screw around with it at all because Encore will do the work for you. They do it, and it's free. There's no obligation. No salesman will visit you. Just call 866-347-5748. You got nothing to do today? Here's a suggestion for our good friends that give to us all year long.
Please.
Encore Insurance Service is one of the best supporters of the Mike O'Mara Show since the inception of the show.
Yep.
Do me a favor. Just to research it, why don't you give them a call this weekend? 866-347-5748. Just get a free insurance quote.
Do it for yourself.
Visit smartterm.com/TMOS. That's smartterm.com/TMOS. You'll find all the good stuff there, the license disclaimer, the quality customer service. Encore Insurance Services, LLC. Stop paying too much for life insurance. Protect your family the smart way at smartterm.com/TMOS.
Yay, Encore. Encore.
Well, here it is. It's the last weekend before Christmas.
Mike, it's what we traditionally call the last weekend before Christmas.
Yes, it is. Later on this afternoon, Mrs. O'Mara and I will be taking the young one out to get his picture taken with Santa. I believe
Santa?
If you're going to do this the last weekend before Christmas, the Friday afternoon, late afternoon, I think I'm going to be okay.
You're like
I think
Carrie.
Saturday.
You're
I think
like
Saturday
Carrie.
would be
You're trying to figure out crowds, and you just can't do it. You can't
Really?
be done. There's too many variables. There's too many intangibles. Because what if someone is at home and they're saying the same thing as you? The more people that think what you think mean that's going to be a bigger crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be horrible.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Horrible.
I've got a hunch. I think I'm.
Where are you going?
We're going to the outdoor little outlet mall. The discount. What do they call those? The outlet malls,
A
right?
strip mall.
Oh. So
it's an outlet mall.
It'll be
It's one of those
a
outlet
discount
malls.
Santa as well.
Hopefully, I'm not going to the regular mall.
How
I'm
far?
Not
Which mall? The one where you saw the bunny?
No.
Hey,
This
do you mind
is
turning up my gain a little bit?
Yeah, you bet.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Their options we had were to go all the way down to Richville, Naples, Florida, which
I
I
wouldn't do
don't
that.
want to deal with,
No.
Right.
and deal with that traffic on Friday and people coming in, and you want to talk about the land of entitlement. That is ground zero. We're going to the place that's right next to the highway, and it's
Is this
5
where
minutes from our front
Santa
door.
sells bags of oranges?
Yeah, absolutely, and oriental carpets.
You know, this for me actually is sad because yesterday was, and I didn't.
By the way,
mention
are we
yesterday-
internless today? Are we?
We are
without
without
Yes, we are.
interns. Yeah.
Where are
lazy Fs.
where's
think-
RoFo with the cushiest schedule in the world?
I
Where's,
think they're all
where's
at
he?
Michael's buying supplies for our Christmas gift.
Just quick sidebar.
that's
Quick
right.
sidebar.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mike, I wish you were here yesterday.
Oh,
So
this was so
during the
great.
program, I offered RoFo Eagles tickets, right? Eagles Redskins. I have a holiday party to go to.
I remember
Yeah.
he enthusiastically
Yeah.
accepted.
So
Yeah.
I said, hey.
He said, "Oh yes, I want to be a dentist."
Kirby!
RoFo.
After the show, I said, hey, let's meet up, or you can come over now to pick up the tickets.
How's the best way to get the
What's the
tickets?
best way for you? I live right here, like we're around the corner.
Right.
And he's like, let me get back to you. Like, that's like, so just flip, let me get back to you.
The game is 46 hours away. And he says, let me get back to you.
And I said...
it's a Saturday game, right?
So I'm walking out. I let him get away with that for 2 seconds. And I said, did he just tell me, let me get back to you?
Yeah, after you offer him something with a value of $400.
So I'm walking out.
Oh, let's not get crazy. That value now is about $13.50.
Yes,
face value.
But look, you can go and watch the Eagles. They're fun to watch, right?
No,
true.
The Eagles are in the hunt, and it's NFL football, and it's live, and it's still there are people that never get to see an NFL.
Exactly.
So I walked back and I said, look, man.
There are people that'll go to that Saturday game and say the same thing. They've never seen an NFL football.
If you
still haven't.
If you want to go, I walked back into the office in the studio, and I said, if you want to go, just let me know. He goes, well, I have to check on something. And I said, what? He goes, I have to check on if I'm going to this party or not. And I said, well, that's the wrong answer, but check on it right now.
You know, the young generation of selfishness.
And the thing is,
now hold on, let me stop right here. This is not it's not that he's thinking this. It's that he's sharing this, that he's so rude and so ill-bred and so clueless as to etiquette. You know what the answer is? Man, thank you so very much. Then you don't go.
Yeah.
And you lie.
You lie,
I mean, at least we know. Weren't we raised in a world of you lie
White
and,
lie.
and the etiquette?
If you accept, and you somehow misscheduled, you don't go and say you went.
You say you
That's
had
all
a blast.
did.
Meanwhile,
How was the game? And then Oscar said, "Do you like that lady that sits next to us? What lady? You didn't go." Then it can blow up in your face.
So Oscar browbeat him for about 8 minutes.
I said, "Well, what's the story?" And he says, "Well, I have to ask my friends." I said, "Well, pick up the phone and ask your friends." And he said,
"Yeah, you can actually find another recipient fairly quickly."
He didn't call anybody. He went on Facebook into his Facebook invites.
Into his private messages.
This is how good of friends he is with these people. He had to go into. This is what he didn't want to do at the time.
Right.
It's go into Facebook and see the 10 spam messages he had there to see if he had that invite.
To see if it was time to click maybe
well,
and go to that ugly
I will
sweater
give
party.
RoFo credit. Oscar, you can certainly relate to this because this is where RoFo is prioritizing, and he's putting dad ass above the football game, but he mishandled it. Obviously,
he really did. But the party could result in bringing someone back to the crawl space. So
well, that's obviously that's his priority.
I browbeat him into telling me that he didn't want to go.
It was really probably one of the most marvelously awkward things I've ever seen.
Because it was, and it
would have been very funny on the air if he said, I'm not going to see that crap game.
And we go, and I guess I'm in a space where I remember. If anybody gave me anything when I was in RoFo's position, I'd say, "Oh, are you effing kidding me? You're giving me your tickets? Your tickets? Of course I want to go."
He's probably not the football fan that really I would be. To be honest with you,
I don't know. He's proven himself quite a fantasy football player.
So how did the date end? Did he leave with his tail between his legs?
No, I left and I took the offer off the table because he was sitting there, and I realized that RoFo, you can tell me you don't want to go. That's fine.
Yep,
that's the
totally
way you
cool.
You deal with it head on, and you deal with it politely. Oh, thank you. I have a previous Christmas party.
It wasn't exactly the way Oscar said it.
But what he was doing was, and here now, but here's the thing that pissed Oscar off, and here's the thing that would piss me off. It's not even that he has another commitment. He is checking to see if he's got a better offer.
Yeah. So what he's doing is
that's
he's using
that's rude and rude.
The rude thing is using Oscar as a safety net.
Yeah.
He's taking this very generous offer and saying if the party doesn't
work
work out.
This is when people there are roads paved with bodies that are riddled in just despair when they realize
they're riddled in despair.
Why don't you start? I think it's really important that you start that sentence
for him
over.
on that one.
I think you really there was a lot of slang in there. The road is paved with the bodies of people who wanted to go to the football.
No,
I'm not sure where you were
I didn't
going.
want to go there.
No.
Here's the sentence.
Speak from the heart.
The road. When you're making a comment about the fact that there are a lot. Hold on.
Yes.
There are a lot of people that have gone before that have done something or sacrificed something. The expression would be, the road is paved with the bodies of people that. That's the sentence. Okay?
The road is paved with the bodies that didn't realize that I'm the hot chick. They forgot
Let me start you again.
Yes.
The road is paved.
I don't like the road analogy.
The road is
road might not be
paved
right.
with the bodies of people who thought you were the hot chick.
How about, Mike, there is a rich history of people.
How about this? The road, El Camino, is
now,
paved.
Rob, when you use the road is paved with bodies, you're talking about people that have made mistakes, correct?
Well, you're talking about people that didn't give Oscar attention and then they died?
For example, Rob, tell me if I've got this right. Let me tell you if I got this right? The road is paved with the bodies of people that disputed Mel Karmazin.
That's true, literally.
Yes. Okay?
Yes. The road is paved with people that forgot I was the hot chick. That's what I wanted to say.
But the thing is, you wouldn't pave the road with people unless they were dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
do you think people really died from Mel?
The road
I
is
can name
paved.
10 people.
It's
whoa.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a saying.
All right, cut all the slang out and try to say, what are you trying to?
What I'm trying to say is that everybody that forgets or for some reason decides that what I'm offering them isn't really a nice offer. And then they always come back around and say, hey, can I go to this game? Or, hey, can I get this?
Okay,
yes.
let me tell you. Let me translate. All right, here's the thing. What Oscar's saying is this is a one-time deal. That RoFo has screwed the pooch.
Yep.
Okay?
Yes.
That RoFo, basically took Oscar's very nice offer. Was it crazy generous? No. It's a crap game. Oscar's got better things to do.
But it is Christmas,
There are going to be 11 people in that stadium on Saturday. But the fact is, Oscar said, here are wonderful season tickets to an NFL football game. And now when RoFo comes crawling back and says, you still got those tickets? Like next year for the home opener.
Right.
Oscar's got every right in the world to say, go scratch.
Yes.
And I'm exactly the same way. If I do something for somebody and I think that they are hemming and hawing with and what it speaks to, and this is where my Bolivian friend and I are on the same page.
You're of one.
What this speaks to is basic politeness.
Thank you.
That does not exist.
That is all it is.
This is not wanting to be uncomfortable in the slightest by simply saying no thank you, which would be he needed to say.
I've got 20 no thank yous throughout the season where I'm like, hey, do you want to go to a game with me? They don't want to go. They said, I'm sorry, I have plans with somebody else. No
I have
big
some
deal,
plans.
right?
I'd love to, but I have other plans.
Maybe next time. When you say maybe next time, I'll call you back.
Of course you will.
Exactly.
I feel back in the hopper.
And I got news for you. You know who may have had better plans and may have had other offers and may have had a better deal, but was polite enough and kind enough and respectful enough to go with me to not one but two, maybe even 3 hockey games? Mr. Oscar Santana right here, who knew that I was looking for a date night with my hockey tickets.
I really thought you were going to say Mark Riddell.
He didn't. No, the fact is, and Mark, you know what? Mark Riddell does it for me.
He's a great teammate.
I was dying that I couldn't go to the hockey game with him when I was sick when I got sick at the hospital. When I was sick a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But the fact is, Mark sent me just another email just the other day where what we're going to do? I'm going on January 19th. Do you know what I'm going to? I'm going to the Monster Truck Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Sorry,
awesome.
Gravedigger.
Wear your hat.
Awesome.
Wear your hat.
Mike, but you're
looking
right.
forward to it.
When someone asks me to do anything like that, and it's just one-on-one, I have 2 tickets, you want to go?
Yeah.
I know it's not about the game, and they know me.
Sure. It's a nice gesture.
Yeah, it's just about the hang.
Yeah.
It's extending the friendship, the hand in friendship, and you're instead of being but here's the thing, and this is I'm so glad we're talking about this because it's a great time of year to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many people that have not been bred properly to know that is rude. Pony Boy. Rob just pointed at Pony Boy, and Pony Boy said, "Hey, F off." That was funny. Pony takes his funny pills during the holidays, but the fact is, everybody's like this, and starts. You know what it starts with? It starts by telling your kid, "Say please, say thank you." I hate to overdo that, but it does. And it's like, well, I don't know. It's like you don't understand etiquette, and it's rude.
It's so valuable. It's so
he
valuable
didn't
to
mean
pass it along.
It just became worse and worse as it
couldn't-
wasn't a
he
text to
couldn't
a
handle
friend.
it. He couldn't handle
He
it.
dug into his computer, opened it up, and I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm looking for that Facebook invite." And I said, "Do you even know these people?
No.
Like, what is happening here?"
In front of you, he is looking for his better offer.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's the thing, and that lights my candle every single time.
I hope he has a great time at that ugly sweater party.
That's where he's going.
Yeah.
You know what? Down here, seriously, you know what? And with what I'm dealing with down here, I swear to God, I would say yes to somebody inviting me to a Tupperware party down here right now.
I'll be there. I will be there.
I will go. Of course. Can I bring anything? Can I bring some almonds? Thank you. I'd love to be there. Thank you, sir. Okay. Oh, 99th birthday party? Absolutely. Oh, that's fantastic. What time does it start? 2:30 in the afternoon? Till 4? Okay, I'll be there.
Now,
thank you very much.
Oscar, you have to admit with RoFo yesterday, the worst part of it happened, and then it sort of simmered down because he honestly said
he figured out what was going on.
Can he make it up to you? Can things be restored to normal if he makes you a beautiful gift this year? Because you know that on Tuesday, the interns are bringing in handmade gifts.
I know you're asking Oscar, but I think the ship has sailed.
Really, it's done.
Well, there's something weird going on, and it's his generation. He comes and works. He puts in hours that he never talks about, which I love about RoFo. Like he'll say,
he's a naturally funny kid, and he's good, and I like having him around.
I will walk in the studio, and you can't see inside the studio from outside the studio because it's all blocked out. I will walk in here, and I'll be startled sometimes because he's working here, right? And as long as his pants aren't around his ankles, I'm good with that. Like,
and that's
all I care about.
Half the time.
Yes. And when I see him, that's great. But there are certain rules of etiquette, of engagement you would use with coworkers or superiors or whatever you want to call them that I don't think he really has because he treats it as... It's like two different worlds. For the show, he's a 10 and professional.
Yep.
Right.
But when the mics go off...
Interpersonal communication.
Like, do you know...
He's just a dolt.
Do you know what's happening right now? Like, what is going on? Like, when I first took him out, and we had lunch, and I was talking to him about like the internship and what he wants to do.
He went on his racist rant.
Yeah, and I was like,
"No, I'm kidding, kidding."
Like he had some extreme views about some certain things. Nothing that could get him fired, but definitely red flag. Where I was like,
"Sure,
is everything all right?"
Yeah, you got to realize part of the world he comes from. You know, you got to realize that. I lived in that town for a while. It's a weird town, Manassas.
So
maybe we were a little too nice, too fast.
So, Mr. Santana, how did you get to this country? And I said, "Excuse me,
what?"
No, he might as well have asked me that.
Wow.
He might as well
the
have
fact
asked me
is, look,
how did you learn English?
I've talked about this. I was a bar owner in the city of Manassas. I had a thriving nightlife bar, and you would go to my bar on a Friday night, and it would be wonderful. It would be absolutely fun, and you would have the people that would be sitting there going, and the other people would arrive, and you would have, here come the other people, and then, they both have the. Those people are there too, and then the other people would come in, and it was a nice melting pot.
Do you know what makes a cookie so great?
What's
a cookie is a mixture of the salt in the dough and the sugar in the dough, and
Absolutely.
those two opposing forces make a cookie wonderful.
Right.
Your bar was that cookie.
Yeah, absolutely. And people would leave my bar. They're like, "Good night, Darrell. Good night. Good night, Frank. Okay, see you later." And then they get home and it's like,
"Man, I hate everybody."
But that's just my synopsis about the way it felt. So we are going to take a break.
I apologize for derailing. I just wanted to address that.
That was beautiful. That got me going. That got the blood flowing in me today. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, I will tell you, it's not people of Walmart. I will tell you the worst thing ever about Walmart when we come back.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey, it's Tony Perkins.
Hey, Gary Stein here.
This week on the Tony Perkins Show featuring Gary Stein, Fox 5 living legend Sue Palka.
And she chose to be with us?
She chose to be with us for the holidays. Can you believe it?
Well, we must pack a punch.
We will pack a punch and a whole lot more. We hope you listen at TonyPerkinsShow.com.
Tony Perkins Show.
Mike, Pony just got a text from his mother asking if I just honestly said he wasn't raised right. Glenda, it was just a joke.
Just a joke. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Sleep Number Beds. And that's good that you said that, Rob, because maybe nobody noticed what I did in the last promo. Anyway.
Way to put it under the carpet, Mike.
Our show today is brought to you by Sleep Number Beds. Are you down to the last minute?
Yes.
Last minute shopping, last minute wrapping, all the last minute stuff. Let me give you something. This is an idea for you, just for you. How about giving yourself an amazing night's sleep on a Sleep Number bed? I've talked about it forever, and they have the Sleep IQ technology, which is so wonderful. Every morning, it tells me what affects my sleep and how I can sleep my best. It's amazing. I probably value my Sleep Number bed as much as any item I have in my house, and I am not exaggerating.
True. I've seen it.
really, really love it. My mom now loves hers. She's back in her apartment, and I'm really happy for her.
Yeah.
That's good
Sleeping
Christmas
on her
news.
Sleep Number bed. Way to go, Mom-Mo. And you're going to love yours as well. My Sleep Number now is a 75. Carla's is a 65. See why Sleep Number was named Best of 2014 by a leading consumer magazine. And right now, you can save $300 on their most popular beds. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today only at one of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. That number again is 800-511-0061. And don't forget to tell them that Mike O'Mara sent you.
Very nice.
We talked about invites and being polite. Right now, Mrs. O'Mara has made a homemade gift for the ladies of the neighborhood.
The ladies who lunch?
It is called I don't know if you've ever heard of this or your wives or girlfriends have ever had something like that. It's called a peppermint sugar scrub.
Ooh.
And it's an exfoliating scrub
that you can eat.
That you can eat. You can. You can eat it. And it's Carla made it, and she got the recipe, and she put it in nice little mason jars with a candy cane and a little card, and she's going to be handing them out all over the neighborhood. Now, as I told you before,
Flint, Mike. You're in like Flint.
There is one
ticket
person
to being connected.
I've just heard this. I don't even know if it's true.
How
or not.
many has she made?
She made like 6, 7 in that
Wow,
for our immediate
that's
neighborhood
super
down here.
sweet.
She
That's
did.
right.
She's done that at Halloween. She hands stuff out to all the
Before
ladies.
you know it, Mike, you're going to be invited to Bunko. Everything is going to click.
Bunko.
So
I play
she has handed this out to. She's going out today throughout the neighborhood to drop these off. There is apparently, and I've just heard this. I don't even know if it's true. There is one neighbor who apparently throws a big Christmas Eve little get.
You've mentioned this already.
Hey,
Now-
just quickly, her dress.
Yes.
It's important. We've talked about this in the past.
Yes.
Because of the women there. They're very jealous in your neighborhood.
Wow.
Right.
Is there a burqa laying around?
Yeah, I know. She should wear a burqa when she's
Yeah.
walking up to the
And
house.
Mike, just to be sure, under the burqa, sweats.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, we
Yeah,
have
big,
So
to
it looks like
heavy-
a hefty burqa, like it's
Yeah.
covering up a lot.
Heavy gray sweats.
Yeah,
from the big
With
and large
juicy
burqa
on the
store.
ass.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, so we'll see what happens. But I think it's too late already. But we will wait and see, and that will be something we can look forward to after the first of the year. I will come back with
Can't
news
wait.
of
New Year's Eve.
exactly what happened with that particular party.
Speaking of Christmas, you mentioned that you were going to take your son to see Santa. You know, this is a sad year for me because I should have said it yesterday. Happy, can you believe Julia? 14 yesterday.
Whoa.
14 years old.
14.
Happy birthday, Julia.
She
Congrats.
remains my best girl. I love her to pieces. But tonight is a sleepover. Oh, God, that was 1,000 years ago.
Oh, my favorite.
7.
He's gonna get all. He's gonna get all buttery.
No.
Here we go.
No, I'm not buttery because check this out. Tonight, 7 14-year-old girls sleeping over at my house. So if you hear a pistol shot, I want you to know, Mike, it's been a good run.
Man.
Yeah, it's
that
going to
is
be
tough.
But the sad thing is, this
Stock
is the
up.
first year each kid, no one has asked about seeing Santa Claus. So I think my ship has sailed for Santa.
Oh, man.
So
That
would you normally get dressed up in a Santa suit?
No, we go to the mall and do the Santa thing. And so
Not
I'm
even your son?
No, I'm a little jealous
stinks.
that you get to do that because it is a hassle, but it is one of the coolest hassles of the year.
Well, I'm at the. I'm
Just
I'm
like these
even on
shows at the end of the holiday season.
No, this is not really that cool. But it's
I'm on the
you're half
pre-end.
right.
I'm on the pre-end of that where he doesn't even know yet. So,
Yeah, but
so he
it's
doesn't
great.
even know who he's going to see.
You
So
will
that's
you
gonna
will
be-
actually, I think, probably derive a lot of enjoyment about watching older kids as they get with him because there's the criers, there's the
Yep.
excited ones. Watching kids deal with Santa Claus is like the best reality show ever.
There is an outside. He's 7. By the way, he's 17 months today. So there is a thank you, but that's not like Julia's birthday, real birthday.
I think
would tell you-
Shannon's 27.
And Pony,
So
of course, is 62.
Yeah.
I think he may have a crying reaction today because he's much more aware. You take him into the grocery store now, and he is into everything. As soon as we go into the Publix, he looks up to the right, and there's the balloons, and
Right.
he wants them, and it's a blast. But it's also I leave the grocery store now when I'm with him,
Right.
And it's a bit of a
It's
an
It's a
ordeal.
hassle. Yeah.
It's kind of a drag. Now,
Will you buy the
speaking-
pictures with Santa, or will you just snap one on your own?
Oh no, we'll buy them. I buy
Attaboy.
them. I get sucked into that.
Yeah, it's good
and
stuff.
I send them to everybody. So to make her little peppermint facial scrub for the neighborhood, Mrs. O'Mara enlisted me to find peppermint oil. Well, peppermint oil is not easy to find.
That's
and I
what my
finally-
car runs on, actually.
Peppermint oil.
Yeah,
That's
gasoline, of course, for the engine, but the engine requires 6 quarts of peppermint oil.
Smells
PW30.
wonderful. And so I'm looking for this stuff and I can't find it on Amazon, or I'm not looking at the right place, or I find it on Amazon and she says No, I want to get it tonight. And so I said, okay, well, I go on the Walmart website, and I see they've got it at Walmart. And so we run down to Walmart.
Peppermint oil.
Anal peppermint oil. They have it. We walk up to the pharmacy. I'm telling Carl, I said, don't ask at the pharmacy. Don't ask.
Don't even bother.
Right.
It's a beauty product or a food thing. Don't ask. And she asks. And you know when someone wants the no answer to be the only one?
Sure.
She has the no ready before she turns around to the pharmacist and says, you have peppermint oil? No, we don't have it. And it's just like she's so delighted. She said, it's probably we can get it. And what's the anthem of retail? What is the anthem of retail? We can probably get it online. That's what they said.
That.
Yeah, because that's why we're here at your stink ass store. We want to get it online. That's what we want. We came down here to deal with everybody with their mouths agape, flies flying into their orifices because we want to get it. We want to get it online.
Granted,
you dumb dullard.
Granted, they handed you a bad attitude, but did you approach with a positive attitude?
Oh yeah, because it was kind of Friday night, Thursday night.
Because you could have, if you had gone and you had
feeling
said
Christmassy.
You had said, "Hi, do you have essential oil of peppermint,
wintergreen, and traditional 5 flavors?"
Maybe you would have gone a little further.
But no. What the point is, she didn't even know what we were asking for, and then was delighted to say they don't have it and get it online. And said, "Well, I looked online at your store, and you do have it." Well, that didn't. She didn't accept defeat. She was annoyed at that.
Of course,
that I had gone the one step further. So anyway, we venture off into the store and we find it. I actually find it. I find it in the craft section with food crafts. Yes, thank you very much,
man.
Yeah. And find it. Well, you would have thought, I'm the hero. I find the peppermint oil, a tiny little bitty bottle of it too.
It doesn't take a lot. It goes a long way. Was it expensive?
I don't remember. I didn't look at it. I just
never
there's
looked
your
at
peppermint oil. I'm going over to look at the golf clothes because they have Walmart's got super deluxe cheap synthetic golf shirts and shorts. So I go over to look at my golf shirts and they're that synthetic like material you wear in sports, and they're terrific. So I find 2 pairs of shorts in a smaller size.
Big win. Look at you.
Thank you very much. And I'm very excited. And then I get to the counter with my 2 pairs of shorts that I think were like $11 each.
Nice.
Only the finest.
The last a week.
They're shorts, right? The last be a week. They're shorts. Who gives a rat's ass?
No expense was spared.
That's right. Spared no expense. That's right. Made out of amber. Anyway, what am I doing? So we get up to the front, and then I discover what now has happened to us in Walmart 3 times, and this is my supreme Walmart pet peeve that has happened every single time that we get. Carla had this happen with a baby coat, a winter coat for the kid. She's had this with a pair of workout pants that she bought, and I had it last night happen. You get your clothing up to Walmart, and it's got some snot jism spooge crap on that some pig, some foul, disgusting, that it either has an open sore, who has sliced their finger or whatever. And I look at this, and I didn't see this on the side of these tan khaki shorts that I'm buying for golf. And I look, I go, okay, 1 pair here, 1 pair, and I look over. And I don't know what, but this has happened at Walmart time and time and time again, that I guess people go in with their little dick beaters covered with whatever they've got, and it's gross. And there was one time Carla goes in to get a winter coat for the baby, and there's snot on it. Like snot, like somebody had wiped their child's face with the coat. And I'm fed up
just snot,
with
Mike.
Walmart leaving out.
It's the snot of Sam Walton.
It's so gross.
You know what the
and
problem
no other
is?
Store has this happen to me
you know what?
with regularity.
Target as well. Target has the problem, and the problem is
Target has the spooge on clothing.
There's several
numbers.
It's volume.
It's a numbers game.
It is numbers, and here's the deal: when you have a store that sells groceries and clothes and auto supplies and everything, and there's a Starbucks and there's a for Christ's sake,
all I know is I wanted to
Pizza
get Andy
Hut.
Williams. I wanted to get Andy Williams to come in, the late Andy Williams to come in with his music and sing in the back of me as I went to the counter and made my point to the manager of the Walmart in Fort Myers, Florida, and say, "Hi, how are you? Listen, I was looking at your golf shorts, and for about the 15th time in my Walmart shopping career, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen. I have found a pair of shorts or any other clothing. When Rob finds the music at some point, I will be very happy. I would like to shop in this store without somebody's snot all over the clothing.
It's the most wonderful time.
You're not alone, Mike.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, it happens at any big box store.
And even if you give it, even if the
just
shorts look
happens.
good when you
nasty.
take them off the rack, you're going up and you're putting it on the same conveyor belt that people used to buy motor
Yeah.
oil and sliced pineapple. It's
so
going to
gross.
be sticky.
Rule of
My
thumb:
pet peeve.
when
Yeah.
you're
My pet peeve.
checking out and if you have to put your garments on a conveyor belt,
Yes.
you always have to check again.
Exactly, Mike, because this is
So
a belt that
nasty.
conveys everything, including stains.
Yeah, it does.
It will convey a stain.
Well, now I get
Milk's
it.
leaking.
Okay.
Oh, it's not on my khakis. No big deal.
But then
Well,
again, you know what? At least it wasn't a Brooks Brothers suit. It
This
was
is
just
true.
an $11 pair of shorts.
And I got the black ones, so you can't see.
Oh,
the
you
stain.
can't see
Black
snot
ones.
on that.
You bought them anyways?
I bought my black ones. Yeah, I didn't buy the other ones. I'm not an idiot, Oscar.
No one said as much.
We'll take a
guy.
short break, and when we come back, it's Horny Bob Spiewak and the Christmas story of the toe. When we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Open sleigh, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Mack Weldon. Now, you won't have this problem with Mack Weldon. Let me
No.
tell you that, because they ship their stuff to you, and I will tell you, it is as clean as the driven snow. Men's underwear has been basically the same for a half century. It's time to change that with your underwear by Mack Weldon. The guys at MackWeldon.com have revolutionized men's underwear. They have an amazing fabric blend like no other. You're going to love this underwear. It holds its shape and it won't ride up, and I think that means it lasts longer
It
as
does.
well.
It absolutely
Cool
does.
zones. Oscar loves those cool zones in his boxer briefs.
They are engineered for every aspect of your day. If you're at the office all day, if you go and work out afterwards, they are perfect.
And you know what, Mike? It's not too late. You can order as late as the 22nd and still get the stuff in time for Christmas. It makes a great gift.
I want to thank our listeners for showing us the little packages of Mack Weldon stuff that's come in, and I want to thank Mack Weldon for sending me some more socks.
Yes.
Order now. Give it a try. If you're not impressed, Mack Weldon will send you another size or a refund and let you keep the pair you tried on. Forget crowded department stores and waiting for special sales. Just visit MackWeldon.com. Buy more, save more. Remember that name, MackWeldon.com, Mack Weldon. And thank you really for letting me know when you buy that stuff. I love that when you do that with our sponsors. It's very, very good. We send that right to our business people, and they send that to the client, and they love that. So the more you guys do that, I never get tired of it. Thank you very much in advance. Okay, we got the Walmart thing out of the way. Yuck. It's just, you're right.
But
It's
you're
the
going to go
luck of the
back,
draw.
aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You love the place.
You know they're building one next door.
Yes.
You know
Oh,
that,
yeah.
right?
It's called Mike O'Mara's Walmart.
It's well, no. What it is I just call it property values going up and up.
Of course.
Yeah, boom,
That's-
bam.
Down there, that's like getting the silver line. That's a big
right.
deal.
Exactly. Yeah. People can see destroying the environment. People can see more of the urban sprawl. I see dollar signs.
Mike,
Yes.
think about
Ka-ching.
think about this. What if you could cart over to the Walmart?
Oh, wouldn't that be something? I
wouldn't
bet they have
that be
golf
great?
cart parking there.
Yeah.
Hey, honey,
Little
did you hear
tiny
they're breaking
spots.
ground on the new Walmart? Yeah, that's right. Put the for sale sign out. The funny thing is, I think people in this neighborhood have actually realized that, because as soon as they broke ground on the Walmart, lots of people put their homes on the market.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
man.
Well, they're probably looking for houses closer to the Walmart.
Every morning now when I go outside to walk the dogs, I hear ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, whatever that machine is.
Yes.
You hear ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. They are
To put the signs in? Or the
Well, they broke ground a month ago?
Oh, the
Something like that.
jackhammers
So
for building the
they got-
Walmart.
they
They've
got
got the
flatten the
foundation.
ground.
They've got the foundation for it already.
Whoa.
Oh, well, once the walls come up, they'll start importing all the stains.
Meanwhile, the front gate of Cocoon Towers is coming along quite nicely.
Almost done
wonderful.
for the holidays.
Okay, Rob, we're going to have to dance around this.
All right, I love to dance.
I bring you greetings from Mrs. O'Mara, who came into the living room 2 nights ago. Maybe was it 2 nights ago? Mm-hmm. There was we all know that Horny Bob Spiewak is famous for his pinups of the day.
Yes, it's
But-
one of the great services we provide.
They have also been known to create a bit of controversy
Yes.
on social networks.
Fervor, Mike. There's sometimes
yeah.
a fervor. Yeah.
There are men out there that probably enjoy the Horny Bob Spiewak pinups of the day, and there are women that do the same. However, I should say that there have been women in the past that have been, shall we say, slightly put off by
Miffed.
some of these pinups.
Yeah, I feel that.
Your dad, God love him, has he goes through phases. I've noticed that he's gone through the vintage pinup phase. He goes through the large bottom phase.
I've talked to him about this. And
Yes.
you know what? He does at least, I don't know how he organizes it within his computer.
Man, I tell you, that would be a 2-hour show right there.
But I do know this. He has said that if he ever was to part company with his with his current employer, he'd have to do a lot of deleting.
I bet he would. I bet he would. Because you know what? You get the finished product out there in social networking land. We don't see what the research involves.
Exactly. And, you know, there's a lot of ones that are, as they say, on the bubble that maybe
Yes.
make it and maybe don't. But he says he puts them into mental, different categories. There is the vintage pinup. There is the modern pinup. There is the...
He seems to be on a Hispanic pinup kick right now.
As far as HBS's pinup of the day, I've seen more camels in his pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
If you know
that's
what I mean.
I wanted to talk
It's
about.
like going to a tobacco store.
Than I have in any Scorpion King rendition.
Mrs. O'Mara came in the other night and pointed at this and said, "That is pornography." That is what the quote was. That is pornography. And I believe the other quote was, "Why doesn't he think of his wife?"
Oh, my God.
Well, my
she
father
was not happy. She
has
was
said-
not happy.
well-
Do you know the one I'm talking about? There's
been a couple this week, yeah.
This was the one in the white bikini,
Yeah. Do
which
you know what the-
really
Mike, do-
leaves nothing to the imagination
Do
whatsoever.
you know what the word spelunking means?
It's cave diving.
It's cave exploring.
Yes,
And so with that in mind, I will say this. My father has said to me, occasionally he'll throw up one of those one hump or two camel pictures
Right.
because there's a certain segment, and he called them the perverts, that really enjoy it.
But he's not the pervert at all. Not
You
at
know
all.
what? I don't know that he is. You know, he's serving
You
a
are
very
something.
hungry electorate out there, and that he gives them what they want. But you know what? He will balance that with a picture of Mamie Van Doren or, Marilyn Monroe.
Well, his one today is another one that comes from. Now it says, I'm
the
looking
Middle
down
East.
at the lower point. Mujeres. I don't want to say.
I'll read it to you, Mike. I'll read it.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
It says, huge asses that are sexy.
Is that what it is?
That's what it says.
But it's in Spanish.
It's in Spanish.
Sounds better in your language.
In Spanish, it sounds pornographic.
Rob, let me share with you. And he's doing the twofers, which I think are fantastic.
Well, it's the end of the
I
year,
love
so he's
that.
trying a little harder.
He's got to meet his quota.
Yeah.
Let me share with you from the same website. This is the one that I believe caused the controversy in the O'Mara household.
Right.
This is the one. That's the
Yes.
one that
Yeah,
caused.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one that caused.
Well,
the
that's
big
perhaps
problem.
not the most flattering angle, but it's the only one he had of that
And
young lady.
it just looks like she's stretching.
She is stretching. That's right.
Yeah.
And
she seems to be
also,
sitting on a rock or something.
for an outside picture, that place has great acoustics.
I must confess that as you know,
But pornography, really? I don't think that's pornography.
I'll put it out there. I wrote a personal message to HBS a while back.
Yes.
Asking him. I said, look, I'm trying to do something next year that I'm trying to accelerate.
Right.
And there are certain people that are probably going to be looking at my page outside of the usual La Familia.
So did you make it personal where you told him just your page
I know.
to keep the stuff off
I
there,
said,
or-
if you don't mind holding off on the camels, the jugs, the
Rob,
asses, the thongs.
You
for a little
speak to
bit.
him. He's coming to your house for the holidays.
Yes.
I'm not asking you to defend your old man, but I want to get inside of his head, because really the answer about there's a certain segment that wants that. That's not cutting it, Rob. We need to.
I don't know.
He's got
you
to
know
feed
what?
the beast, Mike. He's got to feed the beast.
All right, let's
feed the beast,
step
yes.
aside for a moment.
Right.
And,
And incidentally, I'm being a spokesperson here. I'm not representing the views of Mike O'Mara. Are
not necessarily the views of Mike O'Mara.
Thank you very much. Yes.
I am nothing if I am not my father's son. And you know that there are times that I will put stuff on Facebook just to try and troll and get reaction, be it positive, negative, just stir it up a little bit. And since the pinup is my dad's thing, I think that when he puts up one that is particularly Egyptian, that it will sometimes draw a little fire, and I think he digs that.
So he likes the controversy.
I think he does. Do you know what he loved when he got kicked off Facebook for a week? He hated being off Facebook,
Okay, that's
but he
fair.
liked
That's
being
fair.
kicked off Facebook.
Where's my gavel? Okay, court is closed.
All right. Hey, by the way, yesterday's
I'll accept it.
the
Thank
red
you.
bikini, strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mean the rear view?
Oh, yeah.
That's, we're looking at. Yeah,
Strong
the
work.
fact is, you know what? I think the bottom line is there will be a few people that might be a tad offended, but all in all, he brings people a great deal of joy.
How?
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on.
Fruitcake.
All right.
No one finds fruitcake offensive.
No.
All right, is this Ron Brown, Rob?
Is that Oscar? Is that where Ronnie?
It's Ron Brown.
All right, this is it's time for our fruitcake progressive jackpot sweepstakes.
Exactly.
And we actually
today
got
only one cake in the hopper.
one cake in the hopper. We got back on track yesterday after Shiloh threw the monkey wrench in early in the week.
Yeah.
Let me read the letter here. Mike, Rob, Oscar, and Pony, I have never attempted to enter a contest such as this, but the prize is much too valuable, and incidentally, that would be 2 O's in too valuable.
Wow. Just much too
Okay,
valuable.
right there, I have to tell you, there's a question mark there.
Red
Okay,
flag.
so just be aware, I'm concerned.
What if I were to personally guarantee this guy answered today?
Now, why
Not
would
saying
you do
I'm
that?
doing it. Just say,
you're not,
what if I
okay.
were to say it?
Much too valuable to just sit idly by this time. I have heard for years just how great the Speedwack fruitcakes are, and I just got to get one for myself. And when I say for myself, I mean just that. If I am lucky enough to receive one, I'm not sharing it with anyone. I only have one thing on my Christmas wish list, and it's a Speedwack fruitcake. Fat guys rule.
That's what won it for him.
Thanks for the consideration, Ron Brown of is it Vacaville or Vacaville?
I think it's Vacaville.
Vacaville, California. Let's call Ron right now. But I just want to say, I'm not guaranteeing we're not going to get an answer, but I'm a little suspect.
We shall see.
I'm worried.
Vacaville.
He's a fat
Calling
guy.
Ron Brown
He might
in
not get out
Vacaville.
much.
Ron Brown. Ron
Two
Brown.
rings.
Ron Brown. Ron Brown. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ron Brown?
This is Ron.
Ron Brown.
Yes.
Mike O'Mara.
Hey, Mike O'Mara.
Hi,
my
how are
God.
you? Ron, let me ask
Just
you.
moved,
Do you know why I'm calling you Ron Brown?
I hope it's fruitcake.
Fruitcake! Yeah, that's right. You want it, you crave it, you need it, you got it. We're going to send you a fruitcake from Rob Spiewak from the laboratories. Congratulations, Ron Brown. We loved your
Cool,
letter.
the streak continues.
Yes, it does continue.
Yes, the 2-day streak.
I love that people are listening. You wanted to say something, Rob
Yeah.
Spiewak?
How fat are you?
Oh, about I'm pushing 300.
Oh, this fruitcake will get you over that hump.
There you go.
All right,
Oh,
all
man.
right, all right.
The calories just pour into the body. All right.
I love Ron Brown.
I do
too. Ron, I doubted you because you spelled 2 incorrectly, but remember, when the prize is much too valuable, 2 is with 2 O's, Ron.
That's right.
Just remember that, okay?
Also remember that, yes.
Okay, very good.
Appreciate that.
I just took everything out with the grammar lesson, took everything out
Chow,
of
chow.
the room. Ron, you rock, and the fruitcake is on this way. Rob's, are you going to the post office? Actually, you're not going to the
He'll
post
have
office.
it by Tuesday.
You're
Sure
going to
he
be
will.
Yes.
sending it out of your house today, correct?
Yes, stamps.com.
Very good. Ron Brown, thank you very much, and thanks for the fruitcake entry. We appreciate it.
Ciao, ciao, buddy.
All right. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye.
All right, very good. That's
Bye,
good.
Tiny.
I love that. Rob. Oh, my
How
God.
fat are you?
Well, you know what? He
What
wrote.
kind
That's
of
what.
question is that?
Well, you know what? It's a question I've gotten from you a dozen times. That's what won him the contest. Is the phrase "fat guys
I
rule."
never asked how fat are you.
No, that's true because you know.
Oh,
Very good.
Oh, that was painful.
Oscar sent me a clip of this little Clooney letter that was sent out. The North Korea thing going down now with Sony Pictures. You know all about that. Still feeling the after effects of this. I asked the question yesterday. I ask it again today. What the hell can we really do to North Korea? And I think the answer comes back nothing. They don't have anything. So what can we do to it?
Right.
You know, outside of attacking them. Now they're also saying they might have some covert plans, but really? I mean, they've sucked forever. They're a horrible country forever. We haven't been able to do anything to them anyway. So what does it matter? You know?
Have they really been enough of a thorn in our side that we've needed to do anything up till now?
What's happened, gentlemen? And
they crave attention,
and I didn't get I really didn't
crave
get
action.
I didn't get the scope of this. They've set a precedent. They've set a precedent
They have.
outside of this movie. They've exposed, and maybe in the long run, maybe 10 years from now, we're going to say, thank goodness they did that because then we got our act together.
Sure.
But the fact that a foreign nation can do this to any type of economy,
right,
or subset of the economy,
major economic player,
that's almost treasonous. We've gone to war over oil. What's to say we couldn't go to war over information?
Yeah,
That's true.
Right?
That's an interesting point. And really, to be honest, when it starts with this country that's been a thorn in our side and an incredible threat to the Korean Peninsula for as long, those poor people in South Korea that have to deal with this retarded neighbor above the line, and it's and I shouldn't use that word because it's an insult to people that have mental disabilities.
That's
so
true.
my apologies. I will tell you, this scumbag neighbor above the line, and they've caused trouble forever. George Clooney sent out a text, and Oscar forwarded this to me.
He sent out a letter at the early stages of this drama with Sony when just the executives were being made fun of for what they found, right?
It says here, November 24th of this year, Sony Pictures was notified it was the victim of a cyber attack, the effects of which is the most chilling and devastating of any cyber attack in the history of our country. Personal information, including Social Security numbers, email addresses, home addresses, phone numbers, and the full text of emails of tens of thousands of Sony employees was leaked online in an effort to scare and terrorize these workers. The hackers have made both demands and threats. The demand that Sony halt the release of the upcoming comedy The Interview, a satirical film about North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Their threats vary from personal, you better behave wisely, to threatening physical harm. Not only you, but your family is in danger. North Korea has not claimed credit for the attack, but has praised the act, calling it a righteous deed and promising merciless measures if the film is released. Meanwhile, the hackers insist in their statement that what they've done so far is only a small part of our further plan. This is not just an attack on Sony. It involves every studio, every network, every business, and every individual in this country. That is why we fully support Sony's decision not to submit to these hackers' demands. We know that to give in to these criminals now will open the door for any group that would threaten freedom of expression, privacy, and personal liberty. We hope these hackers are brought to justice, but until they are, we will not stand in fear. We will stand together. That's from Clooney.
So
correct?
Clooney and his agents at CAA sent this out to hundreds of
the whole business
of players in the business,
the industry,
to sign a petition to let everybody know that whatever comes out, it's almost like a free pass.
Right.
Like we're going to move forward from here.
This is obviously an early. He sent this out early.
As soon as it happened, the early stages of this crisis.
Right.
Nobody signed it.
Right. So he sent a petition out? He
Yeah.
sent a petition out?
Not a single person?
single person.
Literally
Stand
not
alone.
a single person.
Standing alone.
It really is a complete another case. I don't know the personal stories of all these Sony executives. I'm basing it simply like all great Americans base everything. I see them on television, and I look at them, and they look like a clown college. They really do,
they do
look like a complete a-hole. And I tell you, when I looked at this, and listen, I don't base things totally on appearance. This is based on the emails that I've read that have been leaked.
There's a lot of
and you
damning
watch
evidence.
This lady,
Language.
I forgot what her name is, the lady that is the head of Sony.
Amy Pascal.
Amy looks like, I think Amy was probably really good at being tough.
Yeah.
I bet Amy was really a tough
Especially
girl,
in that industry.
right?
Sure.
Really tough in that industry.
Yeah.
But I think that they have punted this, and they have set people back in this country. I don't think, frankly, the government can bail us out of this one.
No.
I don't think the government can do anything. This is just a question, and I don't think it's too late. I think they ought to.
It's never
regroup,
too late.
but they're not going. They made their painful decision, and they're not going to revisit.
And
it.
also,
This
Pony,
movie's not going to get released.
Didn't you say they had a reputation at Sony for being devil may care about their internet security?
Very much so. They're terrible about
Yeah,
security.
they've been hacked. There are Sony PlayStations.
And now
been
they're
hacked.
terrible
Several
about the way
times.
they're dealing with this
But
because
now
they're
it's
not
an
realizing.
international concern. It's
Well,
no
but they-
longer,
But
this-
they don't. Do you think they give a rat's ass about? They don't have a
No,
sense of
they,
that.
They care about the
don't.
money. They care about
And
the
just
money.
like when they're attacking their actors and the talent that made them what they are, and the people that actually fuel that engine, and they diss that over ridiculous, petty. When you're talking about the money these people throw around, it's really a crappy organization and the way they've handled this. And so my fantasy that they would actually say, you know what, we rethought it. Put the posters up. Let's have a big premiere. We're so afraid.
Yeah.
We're so afraid. This is one where this could be our Rosie the Riveter moment in the United States.
It's from the top
everybody goes to see the movie.
It's from the top down, though, Mike. It's not just. I mean, what the Catalyst clearly the way they handled this internally was a problem. But when you go back around and you look at when the theaters started canceling, once the theaters canceled, they realized that they're not going to have a wide release. It's going to fail regardless.
Right.
And then they pulled out after the fact where their lawyer said, if somebody gets hurt, you're liable.
How about
that's
this?
just the way it is.
How about this? Here it is. And this requires courage on the part of the major television networks. And I'm talking about Fox, CBS, NBC, and ABC.
Right.
Why not, like a Peter Pan release, we have the live Sound of Music, that type of thing. Why not one night,
just play
commercially uninterrupted,
Yeah.
every
Everybody.
network?
Yes.
What
Everybody
about
does
that?
it.
Is that
Yeah.
Has anybody floated that idea out there?
They have Netflix and Amazon. Some of the experts out there.
Not thick enough. Not thick enough.
They
This
said
has
well,
gotta
be
go out
major
there.
networks.
there would
I
be
think.
one guy that's targeted. If you put everybody out there, and it's just out there, right? They
Yeah,
play
I
it.
think you let every network does this, and maybe CNN, how about we just a show of solidarity where we watch this, and it's a comedy movie. It's
Yeah.
just it's a funny little movie.
Exactly.
And Kim Jong-un, and this movie is viewed by so many more that would have ever seen it if they released it in
Right.
the theater.
Mhm.
I think that would be, and we're all in the safety of our own homes. I'll watch it.
I would
I'll
too.
pledge to watch it. I
Yeah.
think that might be a solution.
Yeah, I'd like to see
but
that.
Who
Certainly
knows?
scary, though.
Yeah,
Certainly scary.
but you know what?
Bunch of cowards. Who
it's
wouldn't
corporate
sign that?
media. It's corporate media. Yeah, well, that's because they're all pussies. They really
Who
are. We'll
wouldn't
see.
sign it?
Everybody.
I know.
Everybody
How
wouldn't
about-
sign it.
Why can't we put a petition up to petition the major networks to show a commercially uninterrupted version of this and do it during the holidays?
Yeah.
That'd be
So
special.
I'd like
Yeah.
that.
God bless
And
America.
no
July
more-
4th.
And no more
Yes.
Peter
July
Pans.
4th. Great idea.
Yes.
July
There you
4th.
go.
Yeah,
Now
it's
you're talking.
A showing on July 4th. Give them time to ramp up and make their plans. I think that would be great. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's Oscarazzi right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
This week on the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show.
Hey, everybody. People ask me all the time, why should I sign up for the Mike O'Mara Show bonus content for 2015? Well, when you do, you get gems like this on this week's bonus hour.
Hey, Mom, you know who we have in the studio right now? We have Larry King. Do you want to say hi to Larry King?
Oh, my God. Yes, okay.
Go
Is Larry ready? Is
Yeah,
Larry
yeah,
standing
Larry,
by? We
this
need
is
to
my-
get
this is my
Larry.
mom.
Give Larry her proper name
Okay,
so that he
I'm
can
sorry.
address her properly. Larry, this is a special moment, and thank you for doing this for us, Larry.
Appreciate
Go
it,
ahead,
appreciate
Oscar.
it. Larry, this is Mrs. Yoli Ceballos. She's a big fan. She's been watching.
Yoli Ceballos. Hi, is this Yoli Ceballos? This is Larry
Hey.
King. How are you?
How are you?
That's this week on the Mike O'Mara Show bonus hour. Click our link to get next year's
Oh, my
bonus
God.
content.
The Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. That's 5 hours a week. Always available at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
How are you? Oh, get your bonus hour. Anyway, welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Christmas is next week. Only, 7 days
Six
left, Rob?
days. 6 days.
Time
Mike.
6 days left to shop, but the time's a fleeting. But don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Forget the hideous crowds. All you need, I did it, Sherry's Berries.
The best.
Send giant, delicious dipped strawberries from Sherry's Berries. Only $19.99, more than a 40% savings. Plus, for our listeners, double the berries for just $10
Double.
more. And remember, here's our code, TMOS. Amazing. Juicy strawberries, dipped in all those wonderful good things, milk and dark chocolatey goodness, decorated with nuts, chocolate chips, the decorative swizzle.
Swizzle.
With Christmas coming next week, here's the only way to get this amazing $19.99 Sherry's Berries offer. Visit berries.com. That's BERRIES.com. Click on the mic in the top right-hand corner and type in TMOS. It is the perfect gift without the hassle. I love giving Sherry's Berries. I've done it for years. You can too. Remember, berries.com. Click the microphone and type in TMOS. Let them know that you got the idea from us and order it today. Without further ado, let's get right to it. He's here. He's not going to his Redskins game, but he's got Oscar Ratze.
Gentlemen,
Hi.
Yes.
what are your thoughts of Nicki Minaj?
Slut.
Whoa.
Wow. I think she's a nice girl.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
No, I think she's dirty looking. I don't.
No.
She lets her tees hang out all over the place. She shows that thong ass all over the place. I think she's a
those
dirty
are,
birdie.
Those are all great things.
Well, it's just like I'm kind of. My wife will be listening based on the toe situation with Horny Bob Stewart, so I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for clarifying that.
No, you know what? Nicki Minaj is the preeminent female rapper in the United States. She's an amazing rapper, and I think she's very talented.
Her tuchus has taken her to the next level.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And she lets it all hang out, that's for sure.
Can you imagine if you were Nicki Minaj's boyfriend, you were with her for 12 years, and all of a sudden she becomes super famous?
Right.
What usually happens when someone becomes super famous?
Goodbye.
Pound sand time.
Ciao, ciao. Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend, Safari Samuels, is confiding with friends.
Hold it.
What's the name? Safari Samuels.
Is that a cartoon character?
No, I believe it's a ride at King's Dominion.
Hold on there. I'm Safari Samuels.
Watch
and
out
you're
for
going
that
on
lion.
You're going on a special theme park ride. Watch out for the giraffes. Sorry.
He's an emotional wreck over his breakup with Nikki after their 12-year relationship has ended.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a shut-in, spending days and nights smoking weed and talking openly about suicide.
He doesn't even wear his big hat anymore.
You jerks.
Hold on there. Where's my double-barrel shotgun that I got from Yosemite Sam?
So we wish Safari Samuels, a quick recovery out of heartbreak.
Suck it up. Suck it up, you
12
douche.
years, though,
Get
is
out there
rough.
and do it.
Yeah, it
12
is.
years is rough.
And the bad thing is outside of his front door, nothing but dry desert and bush. It's just the worst.
Or no bush.
Man, now he won't be able to go on any more of those safaris, but he sure liked that safari checking out that ass.
Yeah, boy.
That's got to suck. If you're dating a famous person and she's like still at the pinnacle,
Yeah.
you'll see her on TV at all times.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you, if
That's
I was
gotta
dating
burn.
Nicki Minaj, I would have the standard line for within an hour after meeting her. You know,
What's
I said,
that?
Nicki Minaj, do you have a girlfriend? So we could have a menage a trois.
The anal
Thank you.
safari, Mike.
Speaking of safaris.
That was Rob Spiewak, not me.
That's for my dad.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Amanda Bynes is going on a safari of her own in higher education.
Oh, this will go well.
As she took a VIP tour of USC's psychology department.
Oh, she didn't get into Maryland?
No, didn't get into Maryland.
A VIP tour.
Amanda Bynes has set her sights on USC's and their psychology department. So she's looking to go. She took this VIP tour on Wednesday.
Yeah, good luck with that workload.
And we're told she told the folks with whom she interacted that she wanted to enroll in the school and be a psych major.
I want to be a psych major.
Psych major or a psych topic?
A psych major.
Okay.
Several students who saw her on the golf cart tooling around say that she had headphones on and she was singing "Roar" by Katy Perry.
Yeah, she's nuts. She's nuts. This will not end well. Sorry.
You know who's going to do great? Not her, but her roommate.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Good luck.
Be like when I room with Birdman.
Oh, Birdie.
I think is it a cry for help because people say she's crazy.
Right.
And then
She
she
is
wants to
crazy.
gonna go learn about being crazy.
But here's the thing. Everything up until the point, she's going to school, taking a little tour, but no, it's the VIP tour that goes public and roaring around in a golf cart. My daughters have toured plenty of colleges without a golf cart. Thank you very much.
And also, Mike, I applaud you that you have two lovely daughters that have never set your driveway on fire.
They have never set my driveway
Never
on fire.
once.
And I just would venture to say on the tours of the various schools they've gone to, they're not wearing headphones and singing a song at the same time.
No.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
hoping
bless.
for the best. Well, I'll keep you
Yeah,
updated.
well, let's hope for the best. I will too.
Gentlemen,
Safari.
Stephen
Safari Samuels.
Stephen Collins has come out from Seventh Heaven. We talked about this in the past.
This guy, right.
Yes. He says, "I'm not a pedophile." And this is what's strange about
That's
this.
a great thing to yell.
He says, but he's rather someone who has a distortion in his thinking. Collins told Katie Couric he does not fit the clinical or dictionary definition of a pedophile. So concluded his therapist. The same therapist, Collins says, told him that if Collins were really a pedophile, he would have repeated his misdeed way more times. So he would have continued touching kids or whatever he did.
This
or
is the
exposed
same
himself.
therapist that I spent quadruple the normal therapist rate on.
So
and,
says the guy that's on his payroll.
My therapist told me I'm okay.
Collins told Couric that he had no attraction towards children and that the incident in 1973 where he made physical contact with one of his victims, stopped his deed, has stopped him dead in his tracks, saying that the opposite of excitement or gratification happened. So my question is this. So he touched one of his victims allegedly, right?
Why can't he just have a drinking problem like his older brother?
And then he
Brother?
he exposed himself.
Tom.
Thank you, Oscar.
I'm sorry. He exposed himself to the other victims.
We got through it.
That's a problem, right?
Yeah, well, he's got a problem. He's got some foo-foo doctor out in Beverly Hills, and that's crap. And
It's Dr. Bynes, actually.
Really,
is his
I mean,
doctor.
any type of addiction. If you've studied any kind of addiction or any kind of personality disorder, denial is a massive roadblock to recovery.
We'll find out. A lot of
sounds
the
like he's in the middle of it.
A lot of the reruns have been pulled. They're not even showing them anymore. It's a big.
That's not all that was pulled.
Hey, you see, Oscar, Tom Collins is a drink.
Now I know that.
See,
I appreciate
Tom
that.
Collins,
I've never
right.
had a Tom Collins.
Yeah, and his Irish
Today.
brother.
He has a brother from
Yeah,
Ireland?
over in Ireland.
Oh, really? What's his name?
Michael.
Ah!
Thank you very much.
Well, gentlemen, we talked Sony earlier. Guess who's getting involved? Reverend Al Sharpton is meeting with Amy Pascal.
Oh, God. Everything's going to be fixed now.
You know what? I am so tired of him. That's his M.O. That's his job. That's what he does. He marries himself to any news story. It's gross.
Sharpton met with Pascal for 90 minutes Thursday, just yesterday, in New York City.
I bet it seemed like longer than 90 minutes to Amy Pascal.
And she admitted that she was wrong and silly to engage producer Scott Rudin, if you remember those Obama remarks.
Right.
About how Obama may only like black movies.
Yeah.
Like Sharpton, like what is he going to do here? There's nothing he's going to do.
He's going to rise his star. That's what he's going to do.
Though, it's great that this happened last week and not a week later. Usually people wait to talk to Al Sharpton. She probably called him and said, let's meet.
Let's be done over here, Al. Yeah, come on.
So that's that. That's Oscarazzi for this week.
Oscarazzi! Thank you very much, Oscar. We will take a break, and it is our last Friday audio vault. They're always good ones, and before Christmas should be something special. We'll come back with Rob Spiewak. Rob's giving me the thumbs up. That means what I just said was not true.
No,
we'll be right
it's
back.
fine.
Just thinking about you.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Want to tell you the story. Oh,
do you want to do a promo
you were
or
doing
not?
it that no. Well, usually you play it a little quicker.
I apologize. I was waiting for the vocal to go down. Which do you want a promo or a song?
You know what? I don't know.
All right.
I mean,
dealer's choice.
Let's just come back.
All right. It's part of the show is brought to you by Mangrade. So I was going to tell a story about a very busy elf named Oscar Santana who labors away in a warehouse in Manassas, making sure that all the boys and girls that are good that get on the Santa sleigh and get the Mangrade. You were there, and how are things at the Mangrade factory?
They are great. One of the best feelings is when I put a little label on a Mangrade that says TMOS.
Oscar, who made this Mangrade?
There's a listener that
Safari Samuel.
He's heartbroken in the corner. He won't even stack.
Yeah, it's true.
Mangrades weigh in at 8 pounds each. They're wonderful. They make your grill into a turbo grill. You'll love it. Take advantage of our show holiday special to get the Mangrade for just $19.99. Just enter TMOS at checkout. Plus, for a limited time, when you order 4 Mangrades, you get the 4th absolutely free. Head over to mangrate.com and enter coupon code TMOS at checkout. They are 100% cast iron, made in the USA. And don't forget, it's the $19.99 special. Order 4 and get the 4th one free by using coupon code TMOS. You'll love it. Your dad will love it. The griller in your house will love it. It's the Mangrate, and happy grilling, everybody. Without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for Friday, December 19th, 2014 with Rob Spiewak. Take it away, Rob.
Everyone has an opinion on this whole thing with Sony Pictures, but finally it's been solved in a Vine video from Donald Trump.
Great.
Yeah, it's great. It's strong. It's winning.
Yes.
It's
Here
successful.
I am.
But here in 6 seconds, he solves everything, Mike.
Well, I hear it was a terrible, terrible movie. Sony has absolutely no courage or guts. They should have never pulled it.
And what I love is, you know, when a Vine video stops, it has like a randomly selected pause of the video. This picture of Donald Trump, he looks like a goat. Every time
By
you
the
click
way,
on that.
Rob,
Yes.
Sony has no courage or guts. Guts for people that don't understand the word courage.
Is it a terrible movie or a terrible, terrible movie?
It's a terrible, terrible movie. Sony doesn't have any real bravery. They have lack of courage and no guts. Do you understand? I've said it 3 times in different ways now.
Yes.
No courage, lack of guts.
Yes.
Are
they brave?
They are not brave.
Really? Do they show,
Thank you, Rob.
Do they show courage?
You know what's brave?
What?
Having a house full of 14-year-olds on for a sleepover on Friday night. Oh my God!
I'm gonna go hide. I think Pat Robertson has now officially lost his mind.
Now it's official.
Yes, now it's official.
Okay.
Mike, from a recent episode of the 700 Club, and you know I watch it every day.
Yes.
They take a letter, and he's got some piece of ass co-host now. Like he's got like a Kathy Lee, and she's reading the letter to Pat Robertson, and the concern is this letter. It says that the church that the lady goes to, they don't encourage dating and marriage. And because of this, no one is meeting anybody, and it's very sad. So the letter writing lady is very concerned. Pat Robertson answers in a way that I totally did not expect.
Most of the people in the church are frustrated because
So this is the end of the
we're getting
letter.
older and no one is getting married. We pray about the issue, but it seems like it is bouncing back. What should I do?
You know, those who are homosexual will die out because they don't reproduce. You know, you have to have heterosexual sex to reproduce. Same thing with that church. It's doomed. It's going to die out because it's the most.
Now, does he have any clue that it's if gay people come from straight people? I mean, it's not a choice they make. They're just born that way.
How's this guy still around?
But there's no mention of gayness in the letter. And he
what
just pulls
he is
it out.
saying essentially is that if we do not tell people to stop being homosexual, then all people will someday be homosexual and the human race will die out.
Exactly.
That fossilized brain from hell. Some lightning come down, please.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the lady co-host is going, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, that's right, Pat. You're right, Pat.
you
That's
listen to
right.
the
That's
letter?
right. I thought about it, and the fact is, when two men have sex together, there will not be a baby.
Very rarely does this happen.
And I'm sitting here with my suit and tie.
What a jerk.
Douchebag. Really? No, you know what? We've played clips from Pat Robertson for years.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't even find him funny to make fun of anymore. I think it's
important
You know what's going to be
we bring it
funny?
to
You know what I'm
people's
going to do
attention,
seriously?
though? What?
The day seriously that he goes home to his maker, when God knocks on his door and decides that he's out, I'm going to go, you're dead. Bye-bye, douchebag.
And I like reminding people, do you know why it's called the 700 Club? Because you got to be a member if you donated $700.
$700.
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, scumbag.
Mike, are you familiar, if I say this name to you, are you familiar with the name Will Stacks?
I never heard of that.
and
Does she have the wax?
No, Will Stacks is the name that they've given to Daddy Warbucks in the new reboot of Annie that opens.
Oh, how bad does this movie look?
Oh, horrible.
I mean, really. This is
I'll see it.
Jamie Foxx
You'll
thinking he
see
can
it.
do
I'll see
anything.
it. Okay.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Why, Oscar? What?
Do me a favor.
Are you going to take Luca? Are you going to take
I'll
Luca
take
to
the
see it?
kids. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Jesus, help me.
Anyway, so Daddy Warbucks doesn't play with a modern audience, so he
And
plays
something to look
Will
forward
Stacks.
to when we come back.
Stacks.
Oscar Santana's review of Annie, the modern Annie.
Exactly.
Well, they're here for 2 weeks.
And
You
I
can
was
only
hoping
do so much.
if you could memorize a couple songs, because I'd like you to sing. I like when people do stuff like this, particularly this time of year. It's an improv group called Improv Everywhere, and they played a prank at a random house. They went up and 4 people started singing a Christmas carol in their front yard. And so when Christmas carolers come, as per usual, the door opens and they come and look at them. But as they sing, a professional choir comes out of the dark, surrounds them. And then there is an 18-wheeler parked on the street. While they sing, a full orchestra gets out
I love
and
that.
starts playing.
Now, here it is. Now, to me, when you see these videos on social networking, I like this. On social media.
I love this. Check it out. It starts out with just 4 people. Full choir. Full band. In a front yard.
I can't wait to see this.
Is this a great video, Rob?
It's awesome. You can find it by searching Improv Everywhere. Is it in there?
A 1, 2, 3.
In someone's front yard. Anyway, check it out. You will very much like it. It has a
That's
great
What a great thing for this time of year.
positive feeling. However, positive feeling not when you're getting your picture taken with someone dressed up as Megatron at Universal Studios.
Oh, I love this.
You've seen this?
You're going to love this.
And they asked to take a selfie with, of course, this big Transformer, one of those big, huge costumes.
Yeah, but this costume is the costume.
It is the guy.
It looks like you're on the set.
So this, I think it's a young lady asks if they can take a selfie with Megatron, and Megatron says,
Selfie.
You will not receive a selfie so long as you stand before me with your ridiculous furred hoodie. When will you learn that your status updates mean 0 to nothing to anyone ever? It doesn't matter which social network you posted on. Worthless. Use your mind. Create new memories. Interact. Don't just add it to a library of forgotten photographs.
Okay.
Your generation is.
I love it. Oh, that's awesome. That's 2 for 2. I love
And
those.
it's your classic like selfie chick where
Yeah,
you're like,
it is.
oh, she doesn't even get
She
what he's
doesn't
trying to
get it.
tell her.
And Mike, when we all consider the problems that we are facing with Sony Pictures in Korea and all this stuff, remember what Jimmy Kimmel said.
So after the theaters backed out, Sony decided to cancel the release of the movie entirely, and now nobody knows if the movie will ever be seen at all. Ironically, the only way we're ever going to be able to see it is to hack into Sony. If only there was a group that knew how to do that.
If only, Mike. That's your Magic Audio Vault. Merry Christmas. Have a great Friday, everybody.
Hey, this is the last weekend before the Christmas holiday. I want to remind everybody in the Mike O'Mara Show audience, think about somebody else this weekend. Get out and do something for somebody that maybe hasn't been top of mind for you, and you go, oh, there's that one person. Maybe give them a call.
Reach
Maybe
out.
drop by,
Good
see
idea.
them, or do something for somebody that might not have as much as you do because, if you're blessed and you like your life, it's a good idea to pay it forward and all that wonderful stuff. This is a good time of year to do that. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. We'll be back with 2 more next week before Christmas on the Mike O'Mara Show. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
This episode of the Mike O'Mara Show has been brought to you by our Amazon page. Remember, especially during the holidays, the next time you need to buy anything, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. And happy holidays.
Well, I hear it was a terrible, terrible movie. Sony has absolutely no courage or guts. They should have never pulled it.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.